Hello, welcome back to Sidemen Reacts. Today we are going to be finding out the biggest Powerball winners ever and what they're up to today. Toby, Simon, if you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would buy?
The Sidemen.
The Sidemen.
I'd buy the Sidemen.
Is that a good investment though?
No, but it means I could go, you know what? You lot are all going to do the work. And I'm going to just collect.
And also, everyone gets a fat payout.
That's true, so you're splitting it with your boys.
You're helping the boys.
true.
You're a real friend.
Who could I just get? I could just get rid of one Sidemen. I could just buy their shares. Just get rid of it.
Comment down below who's
I mean, Harry's been trying to get out for years, bro.
You know what I'd do? You know what I'd do? I'd put like, I'm buying your shares to the Sidemen, 10 mil. And then see who says yes, and then try and like bargain with them to see who would go the lowest, and then buy them out.
Or you find out who would sell for 10 mil, then you buy the whole thing, and then you kick them out for nothing. You vote them out.
Yeah, but then I have to probably pay them more than that.
I don't like how much we're thinking about this.
Boys, how can we... Let's... The video. How can we buy the Sidemen?
The investors out there, bro, give us some peas. We'll buy you a
Please.
Sidemen, one Sidemen. All right, let's learn.
They say that money can't buy happiness, and yet many people play the lottery on a regular basis,
I won £2 on
hoping
the
for a
lottery the other day.
life-changing win.
Huge,
But
right?
even though winning a
Life-changing win.
multi-million-dollar jackpot usually changes people's lives quite a bit, it
Quite
isn't
a
always
bit.
in the way they expected. While some winners manage to make the best of their windfall, others end up in dire straits. So stay tuned as we check in on 10 Powerball winners to see where they are today.
I'm going to say that
Raymond
most of
Buxton
them are
had been
upset.
playing the lottery
Depressed.
for about 2 decades
back
when he
that.
finally got lucky in 2014. He bought 2 Powerball Quick Pick tickets and ended
That
up
is
winning
so-
the
Jesus.
jackpot of $425 million, which was not only the biggest jackpot in California, but
2014.
also one of the biggest wins in the history of the US. Buxton opted for the lump sum payoff of $242.2 million before taxes for his Powerball jackpot and stated that he wanted to maintain his privacy. While he didn't reveal any personal details, he did explain that he waited a couple of months to come forward and claim his win because he wanted a team of lawyers and financial advisors behind
a
him
smart
to
man.
help him manage his incredible
That's a smart
fortune
man.
and deal with
Bruh,
everything that
my guy
goes
wanted
with
a
suddenly
divorce and
becoming a
didn't want to tell his wife first. That's what it is.
He sat there with a ticket in his little bedside table, like,
Yeah, he's like,
just
oh,
you wait
you
till
can
I'm
have half
finished
my
with you.
assets. It's like, you know, 10K.
and deal with everything that goes with suddenly becoming a multi-millionaire. Buxton decided to put most of his winnings towards charity, saying that he was
Oh.
looking forward to his new job setting up a charitable foundation focused on the areas of pediatric health, child hunger,
boy.
and education.
Yeah.
Go on, Raymond.
Back in February 2015, Mary Holmes won 1/3 of the $564.1 million Powerball jackpot, and the lump sum she took home was about $127 million
Jesus.
before taxes. The lottery winner, who used to work at supermarkets and fast food joints to support
that
her
must be
children, one of which had
nuts.
cerebral palsy, planned to spend a lot of the money on her kids, but also stated that she wanted to finish college, support
A
charity,
drug dealer boyfriend. What the fuck?
Hey, yo.
Support charity, yeah, okay.
buy her own family as well as her mom new houses. In addition to that, the lucky jackpot winner donated 10% of her winnings to Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, which after taxes amounted to about $1.5 million, the largest ever donation made to a church from a lottery win. While most people would have been very grateful to receive that much money, the pastor of this church had a slightly different reaction to the donation.
What?
He actually decided to sue Mary Holmes for more money, claiming that she had pledged to donate up to $10 million to his
What?
church.
My
The
guy's on
lottery
his
winner
hustle.
also spent
My
some
guy's
money-
nah. That's a guy on my hustle, bro. He said, "Where's my? Show me 10 M's." I heard you say 10 M's.
He definitely used
sued
that
her.
mill as well to get lawyers.
millions of dollars on bailing her boyfriend out of jail repeatedly, something
Oh,
which
by
she
the-
probably regretted later on, as he reportedly took her money to give it to
No.
other women in exchange for
Oh
sexual
my
favors.
God.
But while her private life may have been a
Men are
mess,
trash.
Mary Holmes did successfully help others in need and is still doing so through her foundation. She made an initial investment of $9.7 million in the foundation, and much of this money has gone to help underprivileged
So
children.
there's some positives in there.
After Cynthia P. Stafford's brother was killed by a drunk driver, she took in his 5 children and raised them as a single mother while helping out her father financially as well. As you can imagine, money was tight, so the family of 6 was living in a house of just 1,000 square feet and struggling to pay the bills. That's why Stafford started dreaming of winning the lottery, and not just any lottery either, but actually a $112 million jackpot. And in January of 2007, that is exactly what she did. The number 112 million had popped into her head 3 years earlier, and after that she had started focusing on winning that amount. According to Stafford, she actually wrote the number on a note and slept with it under her pillow, meditated on winning a $112 million jackpot, and also visualized how it would feel once she won. In an amazing and inexplicable stroke of luck, 3 years later, the single mother of 5 won a life-changing Powerball jackpot, which was the exact jackpot she had dreamed of winning for all those years. Stafford had been buying tickets just a couple of times a month and always picked whichever numbers came into her head at the moment. She attributes her prize, which allowed her to not only solve her family's financial problems, but also start a film company to fulfill her dream, to the law of attraction as well as prayer. In 2008, 19-year-old construction worker Jonathan Vargas became one of the youngest lottery winners ever when he won the $35.3 million Powerball jackpot. Being a loving son, the first thing he did was buy his mom a brand new house. However, he also showed that he was still a teenager when he decided to fulfill his dream and create his own wrestling TV show called WrestleLicious Takedown. The show features...
Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo.
I mean, yeah, dream big, bro. Dream big.
Oh my god.
WrestleLicious Takedown.
Bro, that's something KSI would do. That's something if KSI won the lottery, bro.
I mean, let's be honest though. It comes on, we're all watching it.
I'll watch WrestleLicious
I hope it was a success. I mean,
have you ever heard of it, Vic? No. Yeah.
Scantily dressed women and sketch comedy, but apparently that wasn't enough to make it successful. The show was canceled after just one season and reportedly left Vargas bankrupt.
No!
Les
brother! You can't do that.
35 M's into WrestleLicious Takedown.
Invested his whole bank into WrestleLicious.
He lost it all.
M's.
Well, no, 35 M's, but he did buy his mum a house.
Yeah.
He was a high school teacher who cared very much about the kids he was teaching and often thought it was a shame that kids today usually don't grow up doing the kinds of activities he himself had enjoyed as a child, like going to camp, swimming, playing sports, or exploring the outdoors. So when he was lucky enough to win a $111 million Powerball jackpot...
I did. I broke my collarbone and had to firm it for 2 days.
In camp?
We were doing a 3-legged race, and I was paired with a big boy, and he fell on me.
How early on did you break it? Did he just drag you along?
Like at the start of the race.
Oh my god! Did you finish the race?
Yeah, last.
Oh my god!
We got up and finished the race last.
Last and then in pain.
Robbins used the money to create a camp of his own and bring some of the joys of his childhood to other children. The teacher founded Camp Winnegator on 226 acres that he bought with his lottery money. The camp operated for over a decade and gave parents the opportunity to send their children to camp at a low cost, so they could spend their summer in a place where they could horseback ride, craft, swim, and play on the lake. And this way, the kids also had a chance to disconnect from video games and cell phones and get in touch with nature and their real-life friends. After Gloria Mackenzie had been the record holder for the largest jackpot ever won by just one person for about 4 years, Mavis L. Wanziak of Chicopee, Massachusetts, set a new record when she claimed the winning ticket for the $758.7 million Powerball jackpot in August of 2017. She was the only one to beat the odds of 1 in 292.2 million, which is about the same as flipping a coin and having it land on heads 28 times in a row. According to mathematician Professor Cornelius,
I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounded
that
sounded a lot easier, yeah.
But then think about how many times you would need to flip the coin.
I thought probability had no memory, Vic.
That's the point I'm making.
So I could do it first time.
Yeah, but there's like a 1 in 200 million chance that you do it first time.
Toby,
I'll
do
give
you
you
have a
that
coin
money
right
if you
now?
do it first time.
Right now?
Okay.
I don't think you get more than 4.
Am I flipping?
Yeah.
Right, 1 heads.
Heads.
2 heads. That's tails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that was a good effort.
you almost.
She owes us like 40k, I think.
Decided to take home the cash lump sum of a whopping $480.5 million before taxes. Mavis had only found out that she had won because a friend had noted the winning numbers, and when she realized she had won, she was so shocked that she couldn't do anything.
She better have given
and the
that friend some
made
money.
her sign
Yeah.
the ticket to ensure that it couldn't be stolen. The friend also made sure she got home safely, where Mavis spent the first night as a lottery jackpot
And the friend
winner,
robbed her.
Why would she make sure she got him safely? I'm getting rid of her, taking the money, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you
my
what. You guys are my friends, but I'm not telling you if you've won. If you don't know you've won.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, you might as well
That's
throw it
my
away,
problem.
bro. Throw it away. That ticket's
Simon's
worthless.
head first into the bin.
Once she had wrapped her head around her new reality, she decided to call up her employer at Mercy Medical Center, where she had worked for 32 years, and quit her job as a nurse.
I don't need you anymore,
The
bitch.
store where Mavis had bought the winning ticket, and which therefore earned the commission from the winning number, generously donated all the money they received to charity.
Aw.
Oh,
David Lee Edwards was a convicted felon when he won $27 million in the Kentucky Powerball back in 2001, and he quickly went on an insane shopping spree, buying multiple cars,
There
a
we go.
house, a medieval armor and weapons collection, a private jet, racing horses that kept losing, and a Hummer golf cart for his daughter,
Love how they
among
threw in,
other
they
things.
kept losing.
Within 1 year, Edwards had spent roughly $12 million and contracted hepatitis from repeated drug abuse. By
no.
2006, all of his lottery winnings were gone. His wife had left him because he was broke, and he was forced to sell all of his belongings. Edwards ended up living in a storage unit where he died alone, surrounded by his own feces, owing thousands of dollars just 12 years after winning $27 million in the Powerball. The world's
That was a
largest
lot.
jackpot
I'm
in
trying to.
A real up and down.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I expected more stories like that. I didn't expect this many good stories.
Yeah, a lot of people just being good. I think top three. We see another.
at least
decline.
one more. At least one
Yeah.
more.
The world's largest jackpot in cash value and annuity was drawn on January 13th, 2016, according to CNN Money, and there were 3 winning tickets for history's biggest prize of an amazing $1.586
Biggest
billion
prize?
in the Powerball lottery. The
guy's
winners
voice.
were John and Lisa Robinson in Tennessee, Maureen Smith and David Colschmidt in
1.5 bill.
Florida, and Marvin and May Acosta in California, who all had the option of receiving roughly $533 million before taxes as an annuity, or $327.8 million as the lump sum payment, and all went for the ever popular one-time payment.
Every single person has taken the lump sum, so they just
No one's
scam on the
doing the
lottery.
annuity.
On the lottery, they're like, you could win 500 million, but we're not going to give it to you, and no one's ever taken it in
Yeah.
annual payments.
Yeah.
The
So
Robinsons from Tennessee had bought their winning ticket as one of 4 they bought at a grocery store, and then opted for the lump sum, saying, "We're not guaranteed tomorrow." Smith
That's
and
what I said.
Colschmidt
That's what I
from
said.
Florida told NBC that they were planning to get massages, upgrade their truck, and retire with their newfound wealth.
how many massages you gonna buy, bro? Bro, they just lie there 24/7, back to back massages.
The Acostas remained anonymous for months after winning, and also took a full 6 months to claim their $327.8 million lump sum. They chose to do the smart thing and lawyer up, consult financial advisors, and generally wrap their heads around the incredible amount of money they had won before picking up the check. However, the couple eventually released a statement saying they were thankful for the rare gift that has been placed in our care. When Paul and Sue
what?
brought
These two look like wrong uns.
Why?
I'm telling you right now that
Coke
they're-
and hookers. Coke
they're-
and
yeah,
hookers.
100%. Yeah.
Now won a Powerball jackpot of 181.
I'm waiting for them to do the most wholesome thing ever. It's like we both feel like scumbags.
No, man, it's
Wait
all a
for it.
cover. It's all a cover.
$2 million from a drawing in 2008. They immediately knew exactly what they wanted to do with all the money. The couple had bought their winning ticket on the day of the 5th anniversary of their oldest granddaughter Michaela's death from a rare and incurable disease. In fact, crab disease is so rare that only 1 out of about 100,000 newborns are affected, which means that it is too rare to receive the kind of funding that many more common diseases do.
Do you feel bad yet?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Simon?
only why they bought the ticket, technically.
Okay, let's carry on. Let's
I
carry on.
haven't seen how
It
they
is a devastating
Oh, no.
degenerative illness that attacks the lining of the nerves and usually results
they
in
look like
death
good
within the
people.
They
first
do look like
20
good
days.
people.
The
They do
Powerball
look
winners
like good
decided to
people.
use their jackpot money to fight the disease that
Oh,
had
no.
killed their
You
beloved
lot- oh
granddaughter.
my
Paul and
God,
Sue
you
has
lot-
now founded the
Good on
Lions.
them. Good on them. Never judge a book. And this is a simple.
What do you mean
lesson
never
in why
judge
you
a book
should-
by its cover? They don't look like wrong uns. They've done exactly what they look like they would do. They've done something really nice.
All comments made by myself and Simon
could
Minter are
not
purely
pick the worst
made in satire and part of the entertainment experience we're providing today.
Also, we're not laughing at the situation. We're laughing at the stupidity of ourselves. Oh
Dear
my
me.
God.
No, good on them. Good on them.
Angels to not only increase awareness of crab disease as well as cystic fibrosis, another disease that was discovered in their family, but also to help fund promising research into treatment and
Oh, they're
possible
so
cures.
nice.
They are the best.
When
They had to be
Brad
too
Duke won
nice, didn't it?
$220
Brad Duke,
million
this Donny.
in
No, no, no,
2005,
no,
Are you sure you wanna
he
do
was
that
already
again?
a
100%.
successful businessman and director of Gold's Gyms in Idaho. After electing for the lump sum and paying the necessary taxes, Duke received $86 million, but decided to keep his job and work towards the slightly lofty goal of becoming a billionaire. Initially, Duke was planning to achieve billionaire status within 3 years, but his advisors steered him towards planning to reach his goal within 15 years instead. The 15 years are up this year, and even though Duke still hasn't achieved his goal, he has more than doubled his net worth since winning the lottery, and
Jeez.
has
Fucking
stated that he is
respect that.
rather content with his current financial situation and is looking at achieving billionaire
He's
status as
content.
more of a lifelong journey.
Like 200
these
mil.
days.
See, this Donny, he didn't do anything. All he did was turn his money into more money. They didn't
Yeah.
mention charity once.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to make yourself feel better?
Yeah. Be more like the other couple.
All right. Well, that's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of
A lot
money.
of money in this
Pretty much
motherfucker.
every single person was nice there except one.